Welcome everyone. Today I'm making a sea salt bar with loofah and pink Himalayan sea salt. And while I make this bar, which turns out wonderful, but pouring it was a little bit disastrous. I'm doing the loofah and the salt on the bottom instead of the top because I'd like to do a nice design on the top, and you'll see. But I wanted to make this video because although I haven't been making soap for 20 years, there's a lot of misinformation out there about what soap is and what it can do for you. Starting with what I'm going to be putting in my oils very soon here, which is lye. I bring up to lots of people that I make soap, and when they ask how I make the soap, and it's with lye. Well, that's how soap is made. Only true soap is made with lye. Anything else is a detergent bar or a synthetic detergent syndet bar. And a lot of the soap that you find in grocery stores will be a synthetic cleansing bar. But soap is soap. It is the mix of lye and your fats or oils. They can be animal fats, vegetable fats, any combination of fats. But all soap does is cleanse. That's the truth. There's misinformation out there about all these benefits that soap can do for you. Now, don't get me wrong, soap can be more cleansing or less cleansing, or conditioning. Very mild soap is conditioning. A soap that's made with heavy on, let's say, coconut oil might be very stripping, like your dish soaps or detergents, soaps made for clothes. But special oils that are added to soap turn into soap. It's just the level of cleansing and stripping conditioning. But all of this is washed off of your body in seconds, and soap is not a moisturizer. The only thing that will hold moisture on you is water and a humectant. That's not soap. So save the fancy ingredients that people tell you about for your lotions and your serums. When it comes to soap, what really matters is the lather and how it leaves you feeling. Maybe the essential oil, aromatherapy benefits, fragrance oil. Now I am adding this pink Himalayan sea salt in these bars, and it will give the benefit of a light scrub. There's lots of other additives you can put in soap that might give a exfoliating benefit. But in the end, it's just cleaning you. And ladies, a quick PSA. Avoid using soap on your delicate areas. Soap's pH can disrupt your natural balance. Some soaps out there are boasting that you should use it on your delicate areas. Just don't do it. So here I'm just mixing in this fragrance oil that I'm using here is decelerating. So it has taken a long time for my soap to set up. You can see I'm stirring it. I'm editing the video because I actually end up stirring this a long time. And I should have added my sea salt a little bit later in the process, so it was suspended more. So I have to kind of scrape it up and get it suspended in there. And now I'm just testing here, and nope, it's not quite thick enough. It's still, so if anybody wants to soap and make some intricate designs, this scent from Brambleberry, which is cucumber melon, is very decelerating. So we're going to be doing in like an in-pot swirl here, which is taking a portion of your soap batter. For this one, I am using micas and a little bit of titanium dioxide, and lightening a portion of it just to make the color slightly different. in the end, this did not quite work out because my batter just stayed so fluid. It would just not thicken at all, which kind of worked to my benefit in the end because some of the salt did migrate towards the bottom where my chunkier pieces of Himalayan sea salt were. So it actually looked really nice. So just doing my little in-pot swirl here. If you have any questions about soap and how it's made, what it does, I've told you already what it does. Soap just cleans you. But the fragrances options for soap are broad. You can use fragrance oils, which are very safe for the skin. Essential oils, which are safe in certain dosages, same as fragrance oils. People really should only be using fragrance oils or essential oils that are safe for soap. Not all essential oils or fragrance oils are made for body products. So they should be purchasing them from suppliers who follow the IFRA guidelines. This way you know that you're getting a product that is safe for your skin. Up next is the pour. So I'm swirling a little bit. This became a little bit disastrous, moving my loofahs all around, but it did work out in the end, so you'll see. Next time I would definitely flip it and just do the loofah and the salt on top. But I did want to try this fun wave on the top, and I love how it turned out. I always C-pop my soaps, so that means I do cold process soap, but I do hot process it in the oven to force gel, which is forcing it to saponify instead of waiting a few days for it to saponify. There it is, all done. I already put my cut lines on there. This one I'm going to cut by hand only because there's loofah in there and my wire cutter will not cut through that. There's the pink Himalayan sea salt on the bottom. You can see the big pieces. And you'll see like little white dots. At first I was thinking that those were air bubbles or steric spots, but believe it or not, I think a lot of that is just the salt, because on my other salt bars, it does the same thing. All right, I'm speeding this up. I'm cutting squares this time, big squares, nice spa bars. There's my head. I think I cut this out at some point, so you're not looking at my head. Yeah, so it was a little bit tough to cut through the loofah. Again, I will definitely be flipping this around next time, and the loofah will go on top, but we'll forego the wave unless I can find some nice mat to go on the bottom that has the wave. All right, so now we're just cutting our bars, cutting through loofah. And you'll be able to see the final bars in a second. They smell so good. Here we go. I'm just trimming off some of the loofah pieces. And they came out great. If you have questions about soaps, please give me a shout out. I'm here to help. Look at that. I wish you could smell it. Look, you can see the little piece of loofah too. All right, bye.